So let me share my screen now. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay. Okay, so I said computer games. Computer games have become very popular, and children, young people, and even adults love to play games on their phones. So we'll now talk about whether phones, tablets, or computers. You'd see that a user of any device, the first thing they would like to explore after maybe using what they want to use it for, when it comes to like relaxing their nerves or something, they look for games to play with. So it is very important that you be able to catch the attention of the learners using um, games too. So we'll talk about game development. Game development is a process of creating and building your own computer games. So what makes a great game? So playability is the attribute of a computer game that makes people want to play it over and over again. So there are some games that could be boring. There are some games that you play without getting tired. So what makes a great game is that before building your game, you don't just start with coding it, you start with planning. You need to first of all come up with an idea for the game. The next thing is to plan out all the different components of that game. So before you start coding, you should have an entire game idea on a piece of paper. This will help, or this will keep you focused throughout the game development. So we have components of a good game, what a good game should have. So if you want to create a game that has that playability, the ability to be able to retain people's attention to it, the following elements and components need to be present in your game. One is the characters. Like in the Scratch software, those sprites are the characters. They are the people in the game. It could be animals, it could be inanimate objects, it could be human beings in form of human beings. So all those people in the game, sorry, I said inanimate, sorry, living, those of characters in the games that simplifies or signifies a living thing. We call them characters, whether animals or human characters. So all of them are the people in the game. Also, another thing is the objects. Objects are those things the characters interact with. Now, characters are living things while objects are non-living things. So they could be the stars, the coins, obstacle, bullet, doors, key, anything that the player will interact with in the course of playing the game. So we have another one, mechanics. Mechanics are the things your character can do and how they interest or interact with other objects. Now, mechanics can be, another word for mechanics can be say the action in the game. What would those characters be doing? Would they be flying? Would they be jumping? Would they be running? So what kind of thing would they be doing? What action would they be doing? So all those actions fall under the mechanics in the game. What action would they take that will make it so interesting to the user to get glued there and never stand up? There are some games that are like that. It means that the game developers took their time to think very well. So another thing is rules. Rules are the guides for playing the game. So the rules is what inform the player what is allowed or what is not allowed. Take for instance, for example, if it is a football game, you're not allowed to touch the ball with your hands. You don't use your hands to play the ball. So that's why we call it football. So in computer game, You cannot walk through the walls or touch certain edges. So those things could be the rules for playing the game. So that in case the user or the player goes against that rule, that will be should I say an opportunity for him to lose while the other player wins. So that's just about that. Then another thing is goals. At the end of the day, at the end of the game, what will be the player's reward? So what do the players stand to achieve at the end of the day? So that is what is very important to the person that is playing the game. And at every point in time, everybody wants to be rewarded for a job done. So that's why the goal there is very important. Also, the next one is the world. So the world sets the environment in which the game is played. What's the world? The world in this case could be your backdrop. So let it be that your game idea correlates with the backdrop. If you say, uh, boat race, your backdrop, if you say it's boat race, it means the characters or the objects that are likely to be there will be boats or something, something, something. That means your world or your backdrop would likely be water. So you can't talk about boat race while I'm seeing land. You can't talk about car race while your backdrop will be water or something. They don't correlate. So the next one is controls. So the controls are how the player makes the characters interact with the game. How do you put it under control? Will it be that your up page up key or your arrow key that is pointing up is what will be making it go forward, or the one down making it go downward, or the one left, all those your arrow keys going left, or the one right will be going right. So it depends on what how you want to control the game. Another thing is okay, network is really recording. So network is really dealing with us. Sorry about that. Log me out. Okay. So can you still see my screen? Or I've stopped sharing? Sorry?
So you have stopped sharing. Okay, sharing now.
Yeah. And network is really dealing with us. Okay, sorry about that. So the next one is after the game is under control, depending on how you want it, are you using joystick or is it a touching screen or how? What will you use your mouse to control it or how? How will it be? Okay, or the keyboards or the keys on your keyboards control it. Then the next one is the difficulty level. So because if you just make the game a one-time thing, once the person wins, hey, 10 points, the person has closed, the person will go away. So that's why you now see level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, like that. So if you now make it that way, you see that uh the person will be glued there. I want to win the next round. I want to win the next round. That is what to keep that person there till the phone will off. So it will now be very interesting for the user to be glued there. So those are the strategies you need to put in place for a game to be a great one. Okay, let me stop sharing now. And let me open my Scratch and share some games with you. Okay. So please pardon the black sheets. So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let me just upload some games so that you see how games interact with Scratch. Let's just see our time now. Okay, not from the computer. That's so done. Yes. Okay, let me go with this. Complete photos. This is like a project that we do some school. So this is a boat race. Now I finished the game. So if you observe very well, okay, let me do it like this. Let me maximize it. I'll no longer see quotes. Okay, so if I should click here, the rule, so I'm controlling it now with my mouse. Ah, so the rule for the game is once it touches this blue line, it should show me crash. And also these black bees you're seeing is like a bomb. Once it touches it, it would hit, like increase the speed a bit. So if I'm able to control it, yeah, down here to tell me, if I get to this white line, it will tell me welcome home and goes back to the beginning. So look at the both direction. What's the number of seconds it took me? 29.7 seconds. So I hope you saw how it was. So if I'm not being careful enough, if I should start this game now, I don't know. That is it. That's where, because it's following this my mouse. My mouse is what is controlling it. So if I'm able to drag it this way, so I had to write the codes for it. Okay, I'll stop it. So that's it. That's the fun of the game. So I hope you're seeing my screen from there. Jesus. Ah, oh, okay. Okay. So let me share another kind of game. This one was being controlled using mouse. Uh, okay. I can't really remember what game is this, but let me see. Let me see. Network, off. I know. It's really telling us. Okay. And since I'm hiding this, and that's why I don't really know when I'm off. Okay. So, okay. Let me see whether it's a game. Can you see the game? Can you see the
Yes,
interface?
I can. Yes, I can.
Ah, I've forgotten. I'm using. Woo! Ah, yeah, yeah. Game over. So I have 3 lives. So once I am being heated like 3 times, it will tell me game over. So my students really like this game.
Yes, it's very nice.
So did you observe something?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So that's another game. So now this game I controlled it using my, what do they call it? My arrow keys. The one facing the left arrow key is what I used to be pushing it to the left. The right arrow key is what I used to be pushing it to the right. But anytime if I should keep pushing and pushing and I move out from where the tar road is to where people usually park, I failed. If I do that for 3 times too, I'm off. So those are the rules in the game. So if I want to do another kind of game, like, okay, let's do an educative kind of game now. So there are so many games you can do in Scratch. It's an interesting software though. That's why the learners in primary section, they like it. Let's see, this is one. Seems. So let me hide this. Maximize this. So if I should click on this now, let me choose addition. So 82 plus 2 give me 84. Press enter. If it is correct, it will show you 72 plus this. To give me no numbers again like that. Okay. So you now see the score is changing. So so if I now do something funny, I say maybe 114, wrong number. That's the rule. So it will take me back to 164 for me to score. So they can actually use this for competition. I don't know what I get. So I'll quit. I'm not playing again. This game happens to be one of the complex games that I've built. This game happens to be one of those complex games. It gave me tough time. For you to be able to navigate your way, and so that at the end of the day, we'll have the score. What's the score? 4. That group or that person who gets 4. Then just like that.
Yes.
So all of this, that is the blocks, we have functions, there are so many things to explore. So it's with time though. It's with time you be a pro. So you keep learning and learning and learning. Up till now, I'm taking courses online. So that's why most times for me to even finish one thing and now say you finish, you upload and everything. So it takes time. So it's something that you explore. So I'll give you for next week. Next week will be a project week. So by the end of this week, so our next class will likely be on Thursday. That's when we'll likely have the next class. I'll say on Thursday or Friday. Can you make it earlier? So that Friday will somehow be tight for me. Friday will somehow be tight on me. Because I know that I have series of classes in chains on Friday, so I can't really say that I'll have power for my battery to now, so that let it not be that when I fix a time at the end of the day I didn't show up. So that's why I'm considering Thursday. If it will be Thursday, it will be later in the evening,
Okay.
maybe from 8 p.m. because I'll be busy till 7:30 or thereabouts. I'll be engaged somewhere. So let's look at maybe 8 p.m. So that Thursday we'll do one game, then I'll give you to finish it. Then next week you'll be the one to start designing your game, start doing everything about the game. When I come to class, you just show me what you've done so far. Then we'll now work towards presentation. That's what is there for next week.
Okay.
So any questions so far?
Mm, no one so far, but as we enter into our
So just remember that Scratch is a free block-based software that is used to create animation, stories, and games. So that's what Scratch is mostly used for. That's why I tried exploring animations and games. For stories, you can make maybe research about it and know how to get across that. So in the absence of any question, I'd like to stop here for today and say good night.
okay.